Hey, I just want to give you like one verse and a quick thought. In Psalms 34 this morning, it said, "Oh, taste and see that the Lord is good. Blessed is the man that trusteth in him." Got me thinking a little bit about tasting, right? Tasting and seeing what the Lord has to offer. Me and you, all people, have appetites, things that we like, things that we prefer, and many times a lot of those things are not good things. They're not good for us. They have no nutrition. In fact, they're filled with garbage and, additives and chemicals and things that harm us, rather. But we're going to look at this in a spiritual light, our spiritual appetites, especially if you've see, if you're a new Christian or a baby Christian, or you just have never really grown in the Lord, your appetite for those things of God, for the spiritual things, is going to be weak. It's not really going to be there. But God is challenging you. He's challenging me. Even those who are further along in their walk, right? We still need sustenance. Like, our appetite should be so much greater. Anyways, so our appetite. So the point is that the appetite that you feed is the one that is going to grow. And now we have worldly appetites. We have carnal appetites, fleshly appetites, things that we want and desires. And I could get into the different desires of the flesh and the things of God, some that are bad, some that are right, and some that are neutral. But if you feed into them, they can get out of control. And maybe sometimes we don't feed into them, so they're not heavy or strong enough. But whatever appetite we feed is the one that's going to grow. So if you're struggling with sin in some area, or being consumed by something that you don't even think is wrong or bad, but it's taking away from God, then there's a problem with that, because that's not putting him first. And if you're feeding the fleshly, carnal, or wrong appetites, they're going to be the ones that are going to win. God doesn't necessarily stand a chance against them, not because he can't overcome them, because he could, but he doesn't if we don't want him to. He gives us that choice. He gives us that free will. In fact, he wants us to crucify our flesh, and he wants us to go after him and seek him and have his desires. He tells us in another verse, "Delight thyself also in him, and he shall give you the desires of your heart." Now, first and foremost, he would need to change our worldly, fleshly, carnal, sinful desires to his, and then he can give us those new and right desires, ones that we don't know yet. So if we're going to starve the spiritual side, like the Holy Spirit of God, being in the right places, listening to the right things, being in the presence of God, prayer, can't stress that enough, reading his word, just knowing him, then that appetite is going to be diminished, right? But if we feed that one consistently, it's going to grow, and the other ones are going to die. Let me tell you something. Some of you know me, some of you don't. I used to use crack and cocaine. I don't have an appetite for that anymore, and I haven't for so many years. I don't say I'm a recovering anything. It's done. It's gone. I'm free from that. I don't have a desire for those things anymore. But what I do desire, current, present day, is to be with God, to know him more, to fulfill his will, to see his kingdom grow, to be changed and transformed into his image. Like, those are the things. That's what I mean by the desires. And I love that. I'm not against them. And it's not to say that I still have the flesh, so I still have some things that I may deal with at times, or have to bring before him, like those neutral things. And I'm like, hey, I don't want this to take any more of my time. In fact, I want to, take from that time. Anyways, all right, those neutral things. But the one that you feed, the appetite that you feed, if you feed the flesh, it's going to be strong. If you feed the spirit, it's going to be strong. But it's a consistent diet of what's good and right, and of limiting those other things. And if there's sin, just do away with them altogether. Let that thing die. It can die. You do not always have to struggle with sin. You don't. At least some of it. You could be done with it. There are some things we struggle with in the flesh. But anyways, I just hope that encourages you. Oh, taste and see that the Lord is good, and blessed is the man that trusteth in him. Delight yourself in him, and he'll give you the desires of your heart. You can win this battle. Be blessed.